Welcome to House of Knowledge. How many times do we look at the time in a day? We work all day according to our timetable. Many days, months, and years pass by like this. But sometimes this question comes to your curious mind that why is it only 60 seconds in a minute? Why is an hour 60 minutes? Why can't it be more or less than that? And why is it only 24 hours in a day? Who has finalized this time division? In this video, you will see the answers to these questions. You know that our lovely blue Earth keeps revolving around the sun in a circle. In 365 days, the Earth completes a circle around the sun. But in addition to this circle, the Earth also makes another circle. That is, once every 24 hours, our Earth also revolves around its axis. Because of this, the night turns into day and day into night. That is, this difference between day and night is due to the Earth revolving around its axis, not due to the rotation around the sun. Then why are there 24 hours in a day? Why not 25? When and who divided the hours? This is also the question you must have pondered on. So let's take a look at it. My curious fellows, the process of dividing a day into 24 hours goes back to ancient Egyptians. With the help of a shadow clock, they first divided the day into 10 hours, and then at the beginning of these 10 hours, they added another hour at the beginning and end of the day. That is, each hour was added at the time of sunrise and sunset. Thus, they divided the day into 12 hours. Now you will think, what is this shadow clock? What is it and how does it work? To know this, first of all, we take you to the time when the clock was not invented. This is about 3,000 years ago. To divide a day into many small parts, the Egyptians started using the shadow clock, which is also called sundials. Ancient Egyptians used this sundial to determine the time by measuring the shadow. Now comes the night because the sundial can work during the day, but at night when it was dark and there was no shadow, how did they divide the night into 12 hours? So my curious fellows, the Egyptians divided the time of the night into 12 hours based on the observation of the stars. Ancient Egyptians had a system of 36 star groups which was called decans. Like the sun, the stars also move in the sky as time passes. Looking at the stars in the sky, they used to tell the time of the Egyptian night. To observe the decans, the Egyptians had specially prepared tables, which they usually marked on the cover of the coffin. With the help of these special tables, they measured the hours of the night. They had chosen 12 stars to find out the time, so that when it was completely dark outside, they could use their position to calculate the time. By combining the 12 hours of the day and the 12 hours of the night, we got a day of 24 hours. Now let's see what is the difference between AM and PM. Ancient Egyptians finalized the 24 hours of the day and divided the day into 12 hours with sundials, and the night into 12 hours with the help of stars. But in the beginning, when the mechanical clocks were being prepared, all the clocks showed 24 hours. But as time passed, the clockmakers realized that if they made a clock of 12 hours, then this system would be easier and cheaper. 12 hours of the day and 12 hours of the night. Now, to differentiate the 12 hours of the day and night, the term AM and PM began to be used. AM and PM are Latin words that are used to refer to time. This term began to be used in English in the 17th century. AM is used for the time before noon, before 12 o'clock in the day. And PM means after midday, afternoon. In simple words, if the time from 12 o'clock in the night to 12 o'clock in the morning is told, then it will be told as 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. It will be the time before noon. And as soon as it is 12 o'clock in the day, then the time will be told as 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. PM will start from 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and it will remain PM till 11:59 p.m. After this, it will change to AM. So this is how this cycle of time continues. But friends, the clock of 12 hours is not as common as you think. Even today, the 24-hour time clock is mostly used in the world. Because the countries we know more, such as New Zealand, America, Britain, Australia, Pakistan, and India, people generally use the 12-hour clock here. That's why we think it's more common. But the reality is the opposite. The 24-hour clocks are now being used more in the world. In Germany, France, Romania, and Vietnam, the 24-hour round clock is mostly used. So friends, let's move on to our next question. That is, why is every hour 60 minutes? Today, in the modern world, we use the decimal number system on a large scale, whose base 10 is 10. In today's era, the decimal number system is considered the easiest. Because our fingers are also 10, so it becomes easier to count numbers through this system. We can easily count numbers on the fingers of our hands. But in the old days, many other numerical systems have been used, including the two-decimal and sexagesimal numerical systems. The base of the two-decimal number system is 12, while the base of the sexagesimal number system is 60. So friends, this 60-minute division is based on this sexagesimal numerical system. This division was done by the Babylonians. Babylonia was a state of ancient Mesopotamia, and the city of Babylon, where Iraq is today, was inhabited. So these people used the sexagesimal number system, the base of 60, and divided an hour into 60 minutes. Perhaps they did this because 60 can be divided by the large number of remaining numbers. You can see for yourself if we divide 60, then it can be easily divided by the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, 60. However, if there were 100 seconds, then their division was difficult because 100 cannot be divided by any number other than 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. Therefore, the Babylonians used the base of 60 and divided an hour into 60 minutes, and then 1 minute into 60 seconds. So that 24 hours a day can be easily divided into different houses, different parts, and it is easy to note the time. So friends, how did you like this simple information? What topic do you want to see in our next video? Do write to us in the comments. Thank you.